Hey, hello folks, welcome to this new dog training tutorial video. In today's tutorial I will show you how to teach your dog not to grab or eat food from, for example, the kitchen counter or dinner table. Step 1. Grab a treat in both of your hands. Put one hand with the treat behind your back and use the other hand with the treat to get your dog's attention. Place your hand with the treat in front of your dog. Your dog will try to get the treat out of your hand, but you do not give it. Only when your dog stops trying to get the treat, you reward your dog. However, you give the treat from your other hand behind your back. Make sure to clearly show your dog that the reward comes from somewhere else, the hand behind your back, and not from the one your dog was trying to get the treat from. Step 2. Do the same thing again, but this time keep your hand open instead of closed. This means the treat is now easy to grab, but your dog is still not allowed to take it. Only when your dog stops trying to get the treat, you reward your dog. Again, give the treat from the other hand, not the one your dog was trying to take it from. And for step 3, this time you use a plate with food on it and place it on, for example, a chair or a small table, so it's no longer in your hands. This represents a real life situation like food on a table or a kitchen counter. You have to be very careful here because the chance of your dog grabbing the food is higher and you won't be able to react as quickly as when the food was in your hand. If your dog ignores the food, what do? Of course, you reward your dog. Here you can see that I correct the dog so it doesn't grab the food, but it's only at the moment when my dog sits back and ignores the food that I give the treat. Timing is very important. This step can be difficult for some dogs. It's a good idea to train this step repeatedly by walking with your dog past the plate with food. Correct your dog when it tries to grab the food and, most importantly, reward your dog when it ignores the food. For step 4, take the food and walk with your dog to a surface, then place the food down. This adds movement, which is a small but critical step as it can trigger your dog to grab the food more quickly. Again, correct your dog if it tries to take the food and of course reward your dog when it ignores the food. For step 5, put the food on the kitchen counter in a very obvious way, making it easy for your dog to try to grab it. This is of course somewhat of a controlled or fake reality setup, but it helps train your dog more effectively that it is absolutely not allowed to take food from any surface, even when it is placed right on the edge. Again, with this step you do the same thing. Walk your dog around the food, correct your dog when it tries to grab it and repeatedly reward good behavior, which is when your dog ignores the food. In these steps you are basically only changing the setup or the scenario. The way you train, correct and reward stays the same. And also in this step use different approaches and change the setup in as many scenarios as possible. And keep the same training method. Correct your dog if it tries to grab the food and reward your dog when it ignores the food. And as always, repeat, repeat and repeat. That was it for this tutorial. I hope you got a clear understanding of how to train your dog not to grab food from many surfaces, but instead to ignore it. If you have any questions about this topic or if you have suggestions for a video you'd like to see, let me know in the comments. Thank you for now and see you in the next one.